Here in the north, the Yaller horn is about to sound and send two teams to battle here at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, Minnesota. The holidays have arrived. Thank you for spending a part of them with us. We're away in Week 16 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw right away. Connects with Johnson. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Tackle made by J.C. Horn.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
They'll take an option to the right on 1st down. Big gain has them across the 40. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
They had the 1st down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
1st down. Here's Lamar. He gets a lock behind one. Deep downfield. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Throwing again is Lamar. Finding Flowers. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line.
As quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time in secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
Lamar now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes him back. 3rd down.
Worst case scenario, pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. Just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
That's caught for the 1st. Touchdown, Baltimore. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, and so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
We spend so much time talking about an offense and how they script their first 15 plays typically. But how about that defensive coordinator, that head coach? Heck, every player on that sidelines, you couldn't script it any better. Well, other than maybe taking the ball away, creating a negative play, creating a sack, creating an offense now behind the chains. That's exactly how you're looking to start.
Almost a completion of the wrong team there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He throws a bullet down the right sideline. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Massive hit. The ball is out. And they steal it back on the return. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Oh, baby, that was sweet. They popped him before he could even get started on that return.
Imagine running down the field, navigating all those guys that want to block you. You get free, and I'm sure part of these guys on this punt coverage team, Kate, are wondering, who's going to be...
And that's a Minnesota touchdown. Right on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. Inside this game, 7-7. Right, ready to send this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Makes the grab in bounds left side. They get 35 out of that one. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field.
He does it! Touchdown, Baltimore! The Ravens just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. Tucker on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Grabbed by Jordan Addison. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Oh, the football's loose. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is at a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
right side, complete to start this drive. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Play brought to an end by Jalen Ramsey.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
From the 45 on second down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jalen Ramsey comes up with it. And the Vikings take over on his 5th interception of the season. Well, okay, I guess we've got a couple of very giving teams today, Brock. One side coughs it up with a fumble, then the other side graciously hands it right back with the interception.
Hey, listen, if you like playmaking defenses, then you like this game right here. These defenses, they're the ones supplying the big plays, and they're putting their stamp on this game.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
I'm not sure that deficit's going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, this is a defense that sees their offense creating not a ton of separation on the board, knowing they've got to shoulder the load. In sacks like that.
And he's in trouble and gets brought down again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a third down.
First sack, wobbled the cart. This one, I think, sent it off the rails entirely. Taking the L on each of the first 2 plays leaves this offense looking at a very unlikely third down pickup.
He's on the move. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Couldn't connect with Jordan Addison. And they're going to be stuck. Another punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Begins his return at the 16. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And the Ravens will go on offense. This our last play of the quarter. Drive begins with a run by Johnson. And they'll bring him down to put an end to this opening quarter. That's 1 quarter down in our Christmas Eve contest. Neither side separating much so far. More from U.S. Bank Stadium after the break. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Catch is made down the right sideline. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field.
The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
And again, it's Jackson. Completed to Flowers. And he gets this forward to the 19.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Vikings defense countering with a nickel look. Third down coming. They go play fake with Jackson. Cut near the goal line. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Tucker adds the PAT. And the Ravens double their lead to 14. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Ball at the 33 for first down. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Forces one through double coverage. Oh, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Ravens are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they do.
It's a Baltimore touchdown! The Ravens pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Tucker on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens stretch their lead to 21. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. On play action now, McCarthy. Flush down now to his left. Nabbed along the sideline by Higgins. And he's out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Give him 30 yards on that one. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down. Now he'll throw off the play fake. He's got it near the 10. And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. It's a T.J. Hockenson touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Vikings get it back to a 14-point game. Right, ready to send this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now here's Lamar. Stays upright. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Lamar off the play fake. Completed over the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Lamar throwing again. That's complete to Wilson. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. Tucker able to tack on the extra point. And the Ravens stretch their lead to 21.
Vikings 14. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, McCarthy. He fires one deep down the middle. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you.
He loses the football, and this is picked up by the Ravens. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a 1st down on 2nd down. You're trying to create a manageable 3rd down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing now, following the turnover. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Ball placed at the 7. It's 2nd and goal. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Minneapolis. The Ravens looking to add to their advantage. From the gun, Johnson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They move 2 yards closer. That's going to bring up 3rd and goal from the 5. They'll run with Johnson, and he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused, and they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Staring at 4th down, the Ravens will go with Justin Tucker to try for 3. It's just a 26-yarder down the middle. Bullock's kick is good. And the advantage now sits at 24.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
And they're on the 30-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now McCarthy. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Offense up to the line fast. Finds him over the middle. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Minnesota spends its 2nd time out here. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Hockenson reels it in. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Back to the air, McCarthy. Has a man, Justin Jefferson. And he gets them down to the 9 before going out. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
First and goal on the 9-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that makes it 2nd and goal.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings chop some of the lead off before the half. It's a T.J. Hockenson touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Right there to tack on the point after. And the Vikings pull a little closer. It's a 17-point game now. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. And they send a man in motion. He'll throw it. Buys time, rolling right. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. One last play before the break. One final shot before halftime. Throwing for the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Cameron Bynum. There he goes, right sideline. Hits the 20. And he makes the house go. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. But we all saw his teammates yelling at him, go down for the touchback. Yeah, no chance of that. He saw a lane to take it from one end zone to the other, and he did just that.
You know, and in that sense, he's no different than a kick returner bringing it out of the end zone. That's why some think DBs make the best return men. He just got that unique way of seeing the field, whether it's on a kickoff or going 100+ for a pick six. Wow.
Yeah, and the kick is good, so they take some valuable points off that lead right at the end of this half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Oh, what a hit! Jars the ball loose! And this is picked up by the Ravens! Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
Play fake, Jackson. He sends this one to the end zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And it's going to be second down. Throwing again is Lamar. Chased out to his right. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
It's a really good job by the defense right there. Doing something I hear all the time in coaches' meetings. I want to keep that quarterback in the box. I want to put a fence around him. Don't want to let him get out and make a big play breaking the pocket.
He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore. Blitz coming, Lamar. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He picks up 28 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch. And it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
First down, here's Lamar. On the move, headed right. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm. Especially in a situation like that. It's a good thing you woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Complete on the option. Touchdown, Baltimore. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. It didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on him. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Motion man right is Jefferson. Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Trying to get it to T. Higgins. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Trying for the deep ball. That's complete inside the 35. And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. Extra point try is good by Wright. And the Vikings cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They go play fake with Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, Kate, I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you're on the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward and backward, you got to just sling the ball in the stands. Otherwise, you take a huge negative sack like that. That's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Baltimore lined up in punt formation. And he wasn't needed at all in the first half, partner. This is going to be his first punt. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Officially a 55-yard launch. And it's going to be Vikings football. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Here's McCarthy to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Trying to find Justin Jefferson. So 2nd down coming up.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
2nd and 10, McCarthy. He'll get this to Jefferson. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. They're set up at the 35 now. That's Jefferson. He's got it.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 32. Into the hands of Jefferson, complete. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. They'll throw it again. Escapes the pocket. Now here he goes. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. T. Higgins, the intended receiver. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Now it's McCarthy. Complete beyond the marker. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. It's Vikings football. They're down, but not out on the scoreboard. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings making a 4-point game here in the 4th. Jordan Addison, the touchdown. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal to tie this game in the 4th. We'll pause. They're not ready to kick it quite yet, and take a timeout. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Drawn starts with an option, right side. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Play action now with Jackson. Forced out to his right. They did it! He made the interception! And the Vikings have some new life in the 4th.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie. Right? Just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his 3rd interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
Took his shot at 6 that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, if nothing else, that proves they're not afraid to take a shot on any given snap. And with enough looks, eventually, one's going to connect.
And his pass is going to fall incomplete.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw, McCarthy. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. That's the 1st down, and he's still going. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there, and it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down. Back to the air, McCarthy. The throw is caught. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They'll try and punch it in. Gets in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings take a 4th quarter lead. Now a try to go up by 4, put it out of the range of a field goal. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Right, ready to send this one away. Fields the hard squib kick. And And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. This one falls incomplete.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. Looking right, and he finds it. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 31-yard play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that could stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes. And what a difference it can make for an offense.
Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but across the line there, that earns the holding penalty. Lamar off the play fake. Taking a big shot for the end zone. They connect on the deep shot. And he finds him in the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a 4th quarter lead. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. That one right down the middle. And the Ravens push their lead to 3. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Looking up towards the dome. Can't bring it in clean. Returning it from the 4. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And they'll take him down here right at the 8-yard line. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Headed out right. Completed to his running back. Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. He's going to go out of bounds up past the 15. That's a pickup of 9. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. But the problem, defense wouldn't let them. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers.
Risky throw, it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Ravens will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Bails out of the pocket quick. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Gets this to Johnson. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler. Gets himself into rhythm, and I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. Just short on third down, no gain on the run, and now what will they do on fourth?
That linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field. All I'm thinking about right now, Kate, training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
He'll throw it. Well, still throwing, and this is intercepted. And the Vikings have some new life in the fourth. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Has his man. It's Addison. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Here he is to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Ravens make the play that should win them this game. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought that defenders are offensive guys in bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down. Here's Johnson again. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the 1st down.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. And that is the catch that should end this game and seal this win. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
Now the Ravens offense staying put. Look at this. They're going for 2. Jackson's throwing for it. And he has it inside the end zone. That's going to add 2 to their lead here late.
60, Vikings 49. Justin Tucker to kick off.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
This undoubtedly the final snap of what's already a decided contest. One final shot here. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And the pass is dropped. Fitting. That would be their final play of the game as we've reached the end of this one. So the